We are audiostack.ai.
Combining AI writing, the best synthetic voices,
with production and delivery.
Be it ads, podcasts, or VOs for video.
Just like this ad.
How would you utilize AI audio? For free.
Go to audiostack.ai/contest.
Give us just a few details.
And you could replace this spot and be heard by millions.
See webpage for T's and C's. audiostack.ai/contest.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? I kind of like the high five, but if you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. At ChumbaCasino.com, choose from hundreds of social casino-style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses. So don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Further ado, for parents, this is for you. Stop yelling at your kids. I got yelled at one too many times by my parents, but maybe it was for a good reason. I don't know. Let's just say maybe I was a little bit of a troublemaker. Okay, yes, screw it. I'll just admit it. I was a troublemaker. Whatever. So here's my friend Celia, who's going to say, stop yelling at your kids.
There we are.
I have no idea why that just happened, but go figure. It's like everything.
Technology is what we were talking about. The joy of technology. It's a blessing and a curse sometimes.
Yeah, it's like it's playing catch up. Yeah, my thermostat is one of the smart thermostats in the house, and it was last night. It wasn't connecting. The downstairs wasn't connected to the Wi-Fi, and so according to its time, it said it went down at 8:15 at night, and it wasn't even 8:15 at night. And it was like, so then technically it's supposed to be still on.
Right.
It can predict the future.
It can do everything but what it's supposed to do.
Exactly. So before we get started, how can you tell the people a little bit about who you are, how you got started, and what you do?
Absolutely. And thank you for having me on, Jimmy. Always a pleasure. I am Celia Kibler, and I am a family empowerment coach. I'm the author of Raising Happy Toddlers, How to Build Great Parenting Skills and Stop Yelling at Your Kids. Also 3 other children's books. And I'm a mom of 5. 2 I gave birth to, and 3 I gained through marriage. And I am a grandma to 9. And I've been working with parents and kids for 40 years now. I am on a mission, as Jimmy said earlier, to stop 1 million parents from yelling at their kids. And I decided on that mission a lot because I had a dad who would yell at us and yell at my mom. And my mom was like the example of calm. She was like probably the calmest, sweetest person you'd ever meet. And my dad was a wonderful guy, but came from a dad who was physically and mentally abusive. And although he didn't carry into the family the physical abuse, he definitely carried into the yelling and the short temper and all of that, which affected all of us, me and my 3 siblings, and affects everybody when they are, in fact, yelled at consistently as children. It puts all those voices in your head that I'm not good enough, everything I do is wrong. You wind up second guessing yourself. You either become a yeller or you become a peacemaker, and you're the person who has to keep the peace in the family all the time. So a lot of effects. And when that happened, and when I started parent coaching, I decided that one of the biggest issues going on, and earlier down the road before COVID, is people that could not control their patience, yelled at their kids often, didn't really understand what kind of parenting system they needed in place so they wouldn't have to yell. A lot of parents don't even know that you don't have to yell. That's all they know. And so once COVID hit, there was a lot more yelling, a lot more stress, a lot more tension. And that mission to stop 1 million parents from yelling at their kids became even more vital. And that's how I got on that path. And I guess we'll talk about the next path in a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm one of those people who a lot of the times I lose my temper because stuff doesn't just work the way that it's supposed to, thanks to technology. And probably that's why I would not be a good fit for anything in tech support. And even though some people's like, but you're good at it. And it's like, yeah, just because I'm good at it doesn't mean I want to do it.
Exactly.
I'll probably literally break the machine in front of me, literally. But hey, at least I know my strengths and weaknesses.
That's right. Always know we all have gifts. We all have gifts. So know your gifts.
Yeah, and pretty much this week I just been out of patience with everything because I was like, I should just do this, but something should just work.
And that's when it won't. But see, it tests your resolve. It tests your ability to stay calm. And that's what I teach people. That's what I'm now moved to teach the world through the International Day of Calm that I started, is that the way you respond to things, that's what you're totally in control of. You're never in control of all the stuff that happens. Just when you want technology to work, it doesn't. Just when you want this to happen, it doesn't. So you never really know what's going to hit you right around the corner. But what you should always know and always focus on is the way you respond to these things. And do you respond aggressively? Do you respond without thought? Are you reactive or are you proactive? And do you think about the way you're going to respond so that it's more productive, calm, and cooperative?
Well, I think too much. My gosh, I got to think some more. Oh, Lord. So why did you? So how many people have joined your mission on being calm?
Well, so on my mission, Stop Yelling, the 1 million people goal, I have an article out called How to Stop Yelling at Your Kids Once and for All, and it's in the Elephant Journal, and that is over, and I published that last January, a year ago, January, and that's had over 315,000 views, I believe. It's been shared like almost 100,000 times. Clearly, people want to stop yelling. They just don't know how. And they always feel bad about yelling. I've never met a parent who yells at their kids who feels good about it. And then I, of course, expanded that mission because I'm like, why should I stop at parents? Let's just get the whole world to calm down. Let's get everybody to chill out, stop judging, stop criticizing, stop blaming, start taking responsibility, stop hating each other. Stop if a friend doesn't agree with you, you block them and you're like no longer friends. What is that?
Yeah,
people have been disagreeing for centuries, and yet they can still be friends. Go ahead, Jimmy. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like everybody's just pointing fingers at each other all day. It's like he did wrong. It's like, just admit that you messed up. And it's like, and it's like, if you don't want to admit it, just issue an apology. And it's like, we're sorry, we're looking into this. That's all. And that's all we ask for. That's all I ask for. I'm not asking for when companies mess up to admit that they're wrong. I'll just issue an apology to me and then go on from there. Just don't wave as like it's your fault.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's easy to do.
And when you apologize, as far as a parent goes, when a parent apologizes to a child, you then give that child permission to also apologize when they make mistakes or something happens. I mean, let's face it, we're all human. And the beauty of humans is we make mistakes. We are not perfect. We never will be perfect. So admit that we make mistakes. Oh, yeah, except for Jimmy, who was close to perfect. But see, even Jimmy is close to perfect. So there's room for mistakes. And when you make a mistake, learn from it. That's what they're for. They're like the little speed bumps of life. Those little speed bumps that are telling you to slow down, re-examine, rethink, replan, and figure out another way so you can have whatever outcome you're shooting to have. And so without mistakes, there's no success.
Well, I really think that you somehow, I think once you hit that 1 million mark of getting people to calm down, I think you should find a way how to make it a national holiday that literally happens every single day of the year.
Yeah. Well, I'm starting with April 5th. So, and I decided to start with it as an international holiday because I really want everybody in the world to just chill. And this is not because it's the International Day of Calm. I am not talking about everybody goes to a mountaintop, sits on the mountain and looks at the water. Although that is calming. I live on the water. It's one of my favorite places to be. I'm talking about being intentional about what's going on in your life, the stresses in your life. What is stressing you out? And you may be great in one area of your life and financially you're stressed out, or your business is stressing out, or your kids are stressing you out, or your family's stressing you out. What is the area of your life that's stressing out? And let's fix it so that you can be calmer as a whole. And the classes will be offering during the International Day of Calm, which is April 5th. And the reason it's April 5th is because that's the day my dad passed away in 2020. All the classes we're offering are classes that reach any part of your life: spiritual, business, financial, personal, communication, all in a big, big bundle, so that where you're feeling stressed out, you can learn from someone else of how to calm that area.
Oh, well, I might have to take a look in some of that stuff because I can tell you there's a lot of things that stresses me out. And I'm not even just saying technology-wise. I mean, it's me running Crazy Fitness Guy. It's like just last night I finished writing an article on the website at print. I mean, I was already finished writing it, but I was putting the last finishing touches. But at 9:30 at night, and I don't usually work at night, but I didn't really want to have. Forget everything that you know about a web browser because you will be blown away by Psychic Browser. It's no ordinary web browser like Firefox, Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, and all the other web browsers out there. It's based on productivity, and let me just name a few other functionalities that it has. It's very fast. It blocks ads by default. You don't see that with Google Chrome, do you? No. And there's also a sidebar, built-in sidebar, so you can have all your tools and systems all in one place without having to go search and wait for the web page to load. It's just right there with a click of a button. Try Sidekick out below with the link in the show notes and descriptions for more information about Sidekick. It'll boost your productivity probably tenfold, because that's what I use it for, is productivity. Check out Sidekick and tell them I sent you. 5 other plus overdue tasks today because that would just drive me nuts. And I was like, it's already been a stressful, long week. And it's like, I really don't need 5 more extra things on Friday to do.
Exactly.
Because my to-do list on this, it gives me an overdue when something's overdue. It's like, I don't need to see that. I really don't.
Exactly. And business, I mean, entrepreneurs, business owners, we all get stressed. I run 3 businesses. I started Fun Fit Family Fitness in 1987. And then I started Pumped Up Parenting, my coaching business, in 2016. And now as if that wasn't enough to keep me busy all the time, I decided to create a day where everybody can stay calm. And at first I kind of thought, okay, we're just going to make this day the International Day of Calm. We're going to do it. We're going to do it on April 5th without it. And luckily I didn't think about what was entailed in creating a day. And it's quite, I don't even know what the word is. It's quite overwhelming. So now I've got to set up classes. And it's funny because in my first vision, I was like, okay, so we'll have live speakers and then we can have 3 or 4 live speakers a day and it's fine, and we can have all these people. And then it dawned on me literally last week, how can we have 3 or 4 live speakers a day? I don't even know how to do that. I know how to do 1 live a day and people can join me and, we can stream it to YouTube and Facebook, our Facebook group, which is what we're going to do. So now I've decided from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., we are going to have live classes going on all day long, but nothing against each other. And then everyone else that wants to participate and do a class will be a recorded class. So you will still get all these great ideas. We have someone that's how to raise butterflies. Isn't that nice? We're going to raise butterflies. I love that. Perfect. And, isn't that great? And we have people that are talking business, talking finances, how to budget so you're not so stressed out of things like that, talking marriage, talking relationships. My sister's doing a wonderful meditation. She does mandala meditations and poetry. And the title of her workshop is Mandala Meditations for those of us that can't sit still and be quiet. So that's us, Jimmy. That's us. We can't sit still and be quiet. So you need to check out her mandala meditations. But there's just something for everybody there. And we're going to learn so much. And all the classes are free. And I'm also looking for ambassadors that want to share the International Day of Calm so we can really get it out there. Because as much as I can do is only as much as I can do, because I'm also running up 2 other businesses. I have clients, I have classes. I just came back from teaching one of my fitness classes for kids. And, we're all busy. But I'm determined to get this done by April 5th. And whatever it is on April 5th, it's going to be great. And then at least that's our first year of kickoff. And I plan to do it annually, not daily, Jimmy. Although daily we can stay calm. But it will be annually.
Well, I mean, if you did, what I was thinking when if it was daily, just people just to practice it daily. I mean, it wasn't. I didn't mean like somebody should do something every single day as they come. My goodness, if I had to do this live stream every single day, I'd probably fall over. I mean, I love the live stream, but I mean. Gee, once a week is enough. I'm only one person. Do you see anybody behind me working? No. Exactly. It's me and me only. If I had a group of people, sure, put me some company hire me to be in my own production group. Come on.
Exactly.
Exactly. I was like, then I'll do every single day. Fine. I'd be more than happy to. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, it's a lot to do. But hopefully, honestly, if people stay calm one day, if they take the intention that no matter what I do during this day, I'm going to react in a calm way. I'm going to talk to people in a calm way. I'm not going to yell at my kids. And you know what? They may discover how much they like that. When I do my challenges in Pumped Up Parenting, of how to stop yelling at your kids, I'll do a 4-day, 5-day challenge. By the first day, everyone has stopped yelling and they all feel great. And they vowed to continue it after the challenge is over because their kids are happier, they're happier. I mean, imagine if your workplace is kind of chaotic and you are able to be the voice of calm and really calm everybody down. How much more enjoyable would it be for you when you went to work and everybody else when they went to work? So hopefully it will continue.
That would make me feel a lot better. And, so Uh, do you have any tips for people on how to get them to feel calm and remain calm? Because, like, I know for myself, like I was saying to you, like, I wear so many different hats as an entrepreneur, and I know you do too. Uh, but it's like uh, when I might be doing one task and I'm thinking about like five other tasks later on. And it's like, oh, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this and do that. And my brain's like, you still haven't finished this task yet. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm already finished.
Exactly. And the nice thing is, I will tell you before I give you tips, because yes, I absolutely have tips for that. On the dayofcalm.org, our website, we ask you to pledge. And pledging just says, I promise to be calm on April 5th. But when you pledge, you also get 15 calm tips that you can download. We have 15 calm life tips. We also have one that's specifically directed at parents. So 15 calm tips for parents. And you can get them so that you can have some different ways of being calm. And being calm, there's so many things that you can do to help yourself calm down. A good night's sleep. We all have bad night sleeps, and we all notice that when we don't sleep well, we're irritable. And when you're irritable, you're not going to have a good day. Eating, what do you eat? How often do you eat? Are you hungry a lot? Are you thirsty a lot? When you're thirsty, you begin to dehydrate. The first thing affected is your brain. Children dehydrate much faster than adults. So if they start getting irritable, it may not be hunger, it may not be sleep, it may be thirst. So know those triggers. Don't take your kids out when they're hungry. Feed them first. Don't take them out when they need a nap. Give them a nap. If you're irritable and you feel like you're going to shout at anyone, be it your partner, be it your friend, you take a time out. You go away for 3-5 minutes, relax, close a door, think about the way you're going to react to that person so that you're not just instantly reacting aggressively. Calm yourself down. You can breathe, slow breaths in and out. And if you want to teach your children, they can hold up a finger, smell the flower, blow out the candles.
I am what you call an indie podcaster. If I run out of money, there's nobody backing Crazy Fitness Guy. How you can support Crazy Fitness Guy is becoming a premium subscriber to Crazy Fitness Guy Premium Podcast. Our first plan is called Low Crazy. You'll get 100% ad-free content with zero sponsorships and zero commercials. The second plan we have is called Crazy. For $3.99 a month, you get access to the full episodes for the full library archives, early access to the shows. All episodes are ad-free, shout-outs on the show, and you will be helping support our mission, and all the episodes are unedited. For the next plan, if you go year-long for $30 a year, they're extremely crazy. You'll get everything in the crazy plan, plus you'll get access to exclusive members' private Facebook group, and bonus ask me about anything episodes, and you get to suggest topics for the show in the Facebook group. So if you want to help support Crazy Fitness Guy, there's 3 plans starting at $2.99 a month, going up to $30 a year. So it's $2.99. The next plan is up is $3.99, and then $30 a year. So thank you for all your support for the years, and I'm looking forward to continue making content just for you. Thank you. To become a premium podcast subscriber, click the links in the show notes and see which plan is right for you.
Smell the flower, blow out the candles. Because little kids, they don't understand what breathing is. I mean, yeah, obviously we all breathe, but to specifically control their breath, they're a little young to understand that. So that's a great way to teach them. Other ways you can relax is you can make a fist and you can like expand the fist real wide, because this holds all that feeling that you're having. And when you let it go, you let it go. It's a good way to teach kids. It's even a good way for adults to relax. There's so many ways to, for you to control the way you're reacting in the situation. And that's the key. You're in charge of that. Always remember that people that are calling you names or being obnoxious to you, that's about them. That is not about you. If they're calling you a liar or they're calling you something, commenting on what you look like that day or the way you're acting, that is really about them. They are projecting their feelings on you. So you have to just keep reminding yourself, not about me, not about me. And if you need to walk away, walk away. Not everyone is our cup of tea. So don't feel like you have to be friends with everyone. Don't feel like you have to calm everyone. Don't feel like you are responsible for keeping the peace in your family. You are also responsible for taking care of yourself. That old adage, you can't pour from an empty cup, you can't. So self-care is really important. Exercise, good eating, good sleep, meditation is great. Anything that helps you to think. Journaling is wonderful and makes a great gift for somebody, a journal and a nice pen. So all of those things can help you become a calmer person, and specifically addressing the areas of your life that cause you stress, because stress is contagious. And if you can learn how to calm an area of your life even better, what our free classes are about, then you're that much closer to being completely calm as a person.
Well, for me, I know what stresses me out. Like I've been figuring out journaling a lot, trying to figure out, putting the puzzle pieces together, what's been bothering me and whatnot. And I think what's been bothering me, and it might sound silly, but it's just been a mix of things. Like me, I just felt like all I do is just doing the same thing day in and day out. And but then also the other thing that's just been bothering me is that I have all my emails at the moment literally going into one inbox. Like I have all this social media stuff. I have all my marketing tools. And it's like, somebody sent you a message on here. I really don't care. And it's like, once I log into that social media account, I will care. But do I need it as an inbox reminder? No, I really don't. And it's like, I already have it on my phone. Do I need and it's like, do I need 500 reminders and say, somebody sent you a message? Well, I'll get to them eventually. I'm not a rude tool. Except for the people who message me is like, hey, do you want to go in cryptocurrency? No. I was like, just plain out no. Not interested.
Exactly.
But I think that's just what's getting to me. It's just because like I'm getting bombarded with all like emails, and then like when I'm going on these podcast interviews and events and summit events and whatnot, I want to be able to.
We are audiostack.ai.
Combining AI writing, the best synthetic voices,
with production and delivery.
Be it ads, podcasts, or VOs for video.
Just like this ad.
How would you utilize AI audio? For free.
Go to audiostack.ai/contest.
Give us just a few details.
And you could replace this spot and be heard by millions.
See webpage for T's and C's. audiostack.ai/contest.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? I kind of like the high five, but if you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. At ChumbaCasino.com, choose from hundreds of social casino-style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses. So don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Replied to those emails just as contact emails. I don't want to be like, hey, let's have everything mixed together because it was such a great idea to do it this way. And like, this was a stupid idea and I should never have done this ever again.
Yeah, but you make some great points, Jimmy. First of all, the word no, when you become a people pleaser or someone that feels like they have to make everyone happy, it's very easy to fall into the habit of saying yes to everything. Even though you have a million things on your plate, this one needs help, or this one needs you to do something, or this one needs you to do, to call something. And you're saying yes to all of this, and all you're doing is getting stressed out and creating a lot of anxiety. When if you just realize that you also have to take care of yourself. And when somebody asks something, if you have a bunch of appointments, you get to say no. Say, you know what, I wish I could help you, but honestly, I don't have 5 minutes today to do it. So I'm sorry, but I won't be able to help you. Maybe I'll be able to help you next time. And say no. And organization is a huge way to help your life get more organized. One of the classes we're going to have during the Day of Calm on April 5th is how to organize your office, how to live so that you can feel more, more calm and less chaotic, because environmental chaos is also stress. If your office is a big fat mess or your email box is a big fat mess, that is chaotic and that is stressful. And the girl Connie Graff, who is going to be doing the class on office, she is so good at it. I mean, she literally creates things like, this should go here because your arms are at this length. And that's why this goes here. And just incredible advice for just your home office or your office at work. And when you stop cluttering, and even emails, as you said, Jimmy, get cluttered, when you're able to declutter, you also are able to de-stress.
Well, you might find this a little funny because I did at first, but I actually I found this newsletter reading tool that just for newsletters. Because I even said to people, I was like, I don't mind newsletters because, if I'm looking for a certain product, or I like a certain product or a certain store, I don't mind their marketing emails. But just not in my main inbox, because I'm like, I get links left and right from people. It's like, hey, do you want to be part of my event for here? And then they send me, and sometimes they have to reschedule, and then they send me a new link and this link, and it's like, which link am I supposed to be using now? I have no idea. I was like, why can't it be one link that works everything, please?
Exactly.
I was like, if I could just get my main inbox to be just for my financial stuff and for Hydro Flask is the best water bottle in my opinion, because it keeps my water nice, cold, and refreshing throughout the day. And yes, I do drink a lot of water throughout the day, so even though it stays colder for longer, I still like having a reusable water bottle like Hydro Flask, because it just sits on my desk and reminds me, hey, you gotta drink water. And Hydro Flask, it keeps it cold longer, which makes me want to drink more water throughout the day, because there's nothing worse than drinking warm water. Go to hydroflask.com and use the link in the show notes. And yes, I do get a small commission from Hydro Flask, which also helps support the show. So tell them I sent you. Use the link below, and check out hydroflask.com for more information. Important people, not the spammers, just the most important people that I'm working with or collaborating with. That's fine, but the marketing stuff is like that. This newsletter tool is from my marketing emails, because I don't mind them, because I learn stuff from them most of the times, or I'm looking for a certain product, and as one of my favorite stores, I'd be like, okay, let me see what's new. Okay, cool. just delete. Okay, done. It doesn't bother me, but mine is just clutters up everything. Like sometimes I see my mom looking at her emails, and it's like, how do you live in the same inbox with everything? And it's like I just be banging my head on the computer. Why can't I find crap anymore? I can't do it.
And as a business person, that's a big problem too, because somebody might send you an email that's really important and you don't see it because your email box is so cluttered. And Jimmy, I'm right there with you. One of my email boxes, I think I have 30,000 new emails. Does that make you happy? That I'm never going to look. And I, the whole thing's overwhelming. Do I really have time to take an entire day and clean this email box out? No. So it just keeps growing, 30,000, 40,000, and my kids just make fun of me, but it's all good. But that is the problem. I actually got new email boxes because one time someone had sent me an email and it was very important and I never saw it. So that is the other problem. And, actually, I think that would be a great thing. I have to find somebody who specifically addresses decluttering emails because I'm sure there's a method to the madness. I do a lot of filing with my email, but, I'm good at filing, but I'm not good at going through and deleting the new emails that come in 9 million times a day.
I can help. I got many tips.
Oh, good. There you go, Jimmy. Okay. That can be your class. Declutter email. I think we need that. So many of us need that, except my husband. He has like 25 email things. And my one of my business coaches, he's really good at that too. And not me. I am not good at that. That is not my specialty.
Well, just a funny thing about that, like before we got on this live stream, I was actually planning in my head, and it's like, once I finish my last task of the 15 that I had, but now I'm down to one that I was meaning to do, I was actually thinking of going through my main inbox, and it's like, I'm going to leave this for financial only because it's a secured email that I haven't used anywhere else. And it's going to stay that way, basically. Hopefully it's staying that way. And then I'm going to use a new inbox. And I still have all my Gmail accounts, but I've been getting so much spam through them. It's like, I really think Google literally just sends spam crap my way. And that they say that, like,
I think they do that for everyone.
Yeah. And then it's like, we don't do anything at all that way. It's like, yeah, somehow I didn't buy that, especially when you sell my information anyway. So how can you not? That doesn't seem, seems kind of redundant a little bit. It doesn't seem to work that way, but okay. But so that's what I was thinking of doing, is like, I might spring clean this weekend and maybe today a little bit, because I'm tired of and just put everything, my marketing emails from tools that I use in in this inbox, and maybe just even put in a folder so it doesn't even go to the main inbox. So I was like, clear up, done. One click of a button. I don't care.
I have a lot of folders. Folders are really good. They're really good for me. They work really well for me. But that's the point, is we all have areas in our life that we feel calm about, we feel at peace with. And then we have other areas of our life that we feel totally stressed out about. And that's my whole mission with Day of Calm. It's not just one thing. It's not about one thing. It's about your whole being. It's about your mental health, your physical health, your relationship health, your parenting health, your families. All of that is what goes into making a calm person. There are plenty of people that do yoga that are stressed out. There's plenty of people that meditate that are still stressed out in other times of their life. I know many of them. And the point is, we need to de-stress all of our lives, because stress, talk about a pandemic. Stress is a bigger pandemic than COVID will ever be, because there's so much stress out there, and it's causing people to do horrible things to themselves. It's causing people to drink. It's causing people to take drugs. It's causing people to commit suicide. It is a much larger pandemic. And if we don't help get control of this world's in a hot mess. And that's why I decided to take this calm to the world, because we all need it. Of course, hopefully the politicians will listen in too, but we can't ask for miracles. But it's exactly.
I'm not even going there. I'm just saying,
let's just at least get as many people. And I hope that all the listeners will go to dayofcalm.org. We'll pledge. We'll download the tips. We'll see there's a page, 22 reasons why you need to stay calm, why it's important. Remember that stress breeds more stress. Anger breeds more anger. Calm breeds more calm. So the way you react to people, the way you talk to someone at work, the way you respect others, the way you're willing to learn about other people instead of just hate them. All of this goes into creating a calm world. And I hope you guys share it out and you tell everybody, and let's get everyone to calm down. Right now, I have 13 countries, I think, that are represented by at least one person. Send in your stuff, guys. Tell me where you're from. Let me know where you want to spread the word, because I really do think one day can calm the world. Do you?
I think so. And I would love to spread that the word, because I know I need calm in my life. And when other people are not calm around me, I lose my calm.
Exactly.
And speaking of which, I'm also another thing I've been actually learning how to. I've been learning. I have multiple. I have 2 all-in-one tools that I use to organize stuff. So all my important websites that I go to on a daily basis, I put in this tool called Stack Browser, and it's like a web browser, but it just kind of just caches the page a little bit, so you don't have to save every bookmark after bookmark after bookmark after bookmark. And
that's a good idea. I'm going to use that Stack Browser.
Yeah, I think they're going to be revamping it soon. So I don't know if they're keeping it as a desktop app. I really hope so, because the last company that tried to put it as a extension of web browser, they went out of business.
Oh. Well, that happens too.
But then there's other tool I use is called Notion. I save all my notes and my posts that I create for my website, just because I'm done with Google Drive, and because it's ever since they started I am what you call an indie podcaster. If I run out of money, there's nobody backing Crazy Fitness Guy. How you can support Crazy Fitness Guy is becoming a premium subscriber to Crazy Fitness Guy Premium Podcast. Our first plan is called Low Crazy. You'll get 100% ad-free content with 0 sponsorships and 0 commercials. The second plan we have is called Crazy. For $3.99 a month, you get access to the full episodes, for the full library archives, early access to the shows. All episodes are ad-free, shout-outs on the show, and you will be helping support our mission, and all the episodes are unedited. For the next plan, if you go year-long for $30 a year, they're extremely crazy. You get everything in the crazy plan, plus you'll get access to exclusive members' private Facebook group, and bonus ask me about anything episodes, and you get to suggest topics for the show in the Facebook group. So if you want to help support Crazy Fitness Guy, there's 3 plans starting at $2.99 a month, going up to $30 a year. So it's $2.99. The next plan is up is $3.99, and then $30 a year. So thank you for all your support for the years, and I'm looking forward to continue making content just for you. Thank you. To become a premium podcast subscriber, click the links in the show notes and see which plan is right for you. For every Google Doc and every slide and every sheet that you make in Google Drive, they start charging you the storage, and it's like, really, Google, your own product, you're gonna charge for count against storage? And it's like, piss off.
Right. Exactly.
People can fight
Exactly.
that. And like, just because I was like, I still use some Google products, but I'm not gonna save them up there anymore. And it's like, you know how small a document is for it's like this, but they want to charge storage.
Yeah. It's so
$1 billion company. We need
it
more
is.
money.
And that's part of the, thing that stresses people out too, is we feel like we're getting like sucked dry in every direction, and we're trying to get this thing accomplished, and yet we can't because we're getting, pulled in all these directions of things that we should do or we shouldn't do. And that's the same for parents. There's so much information out there. They don't know what to listen to, which is why when I wrote Raising Happy Toddlers, I wrote it like a manual. So you can keep it on your shelf. You can look up, this one's having a tantrum, this one's lying, this one's doing this. And there's a chapter about everything and how to handle it successfully. And that's why I wrote it that way, because I know parents there's so much information out there that you don't know what is right and what is not right. And so, that's the problem with our society. It's like we said at the beginning, technology, it's a blessing and a curse. So it's, you have to weed through the chaos.
Information overload.
Yeah. And find your calm.
So, just out of curiosity, are you for the National Day of Calm? Are there like different times when the workshops and things going to be happening? Is there a list of them?
Yep. Thank you for asking that. Yes. So the what I call the International Day of Calm Summit, that is actually on April 5th. And it's going to be this year for the first year and every year following. And that summit will run from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And there will be classes offered throughout the day, different classes that you can catch live. There will also be a lot of recorded classes you can catch, because clearly not every class is for everybody. But there will be a schedule. Right now, if you go to dayofcalm.org and you go to free classes, you will see a very small sample list that I created for free classes. Okay, there's like 5 or 6 of the ones that I have titles for right now. By mid-March, there will be a complete schedule up there. So you'll know, okay, this at 10 o'clock is mandala meditations. At 2 o'clock is how to write your own book, which we have a couple people doing broadcasts on writing your own book and how that can help calm you and spread your message and heal you. So there will be a full schedule, and each class you will be able to register for you so that you make sure you get reminders and you know that class is starting and you don't miss it. All the recordings will be available and online in our Facebook group, and it's actually going to be in my YouTube channel, which is Pumped Up Parenting with Celia Kibler. That's the YouTube channel that the Day of Calm programs will be a part of. The Facebook group is Day of Calm, and it is a public Facebook group. Please join. That's, if you're on Facebook, that's where all the action's going to happen. But you will be able to register for all of that. Right now, you can only register for the summit, and you can take your pledge. As soon as you go on, you'll see how to take the pledge. You can see the people involved in this day. Everyone that teaches a class or commits to spreading the word will be listed as an ambassador. So if you want to be an ambassador in your area, let me know. You can message me at Celia@CeliaKibler.com, or you can message info@dayofcalm.org. Either way, you can go on the site and there's a place to email us. Let us know if you want to be an ambassador as well. If you take the pledge, when you take the pledge, there's a little box you can check that says, yes, I want to be an ambassador and spread the word. So let me know, because I just want as many people involved as possible. Right now, we're not concerned about raising money or anything like that. Our main concern is raising awareness and helping people understand that you can de-stress the areas of your life that are too chaotic and that are making you nuts. So let's work on what we can do to make each of us the best we can be, because you can be. And a lot of people are like, no, that's not for me. Well, I don't know anyone that doesn't need a little de-stressing of their life, and just look at it and you might just find one thing that's like, oh, I need that. And I will be doing a workshop on how to stop yelling at your kids once and for all. So there will be a live workshop on that, because that's my shtick. So,
I think my parents should join.
Tell them.
I'm serious.
Stop yelling.
I'm serious, because even though I'm 28 years old, I still get yelled at.
Yep. And yelling doesn't solve anything. What does it solve? Except it makes people feel bad about themselves. And if you're yelling and someone else is yelling back, screaming matches resolve nothing. Nothing. Like, so you scream at each other, you're still mad, and the issue is still left over when you're done yelling at each other. So instead of being wild animals, let's realize that we were given a brain for a reason. And we have total control over that brain. A lot of people don't realize it, but you literally have total control over your brain.
Unless you're the scarecrow from Wizard of Oz. If only I had a brain.
Yeah, who didn't have a brain. But once he did have a brain, what happened? He became the wonderful scarecrow that we all love.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, and if we keep on having these yelling matches, we might as well be cavemen back in the 800s.
Exactly. Yes.
Because they're all just like, I don't know.
Exactly.
That's my impression of a caveman.
That was a good one. It was good. It was kind of gorilla caveman-like. I liked it.
So before we wrap up, and because I got annoying homework to do today.
Which is causing you stress, undue stress. Just eliminate it. Get it done.
Well, it's causing me a little bit of stress, but it's I'm just gonna leave it as that. Just everything confusing. That's all. And so before we wrap up, where can people find you and follow you and learn more about who you are?
Well, I'm really grateful that you had me on, Jimmy. I appreciate it so much. And I'm so glad to have you on board, spreading all goodwill and calm and not yelling. You can find me at dayofcalm.org. You can find me at pumpedupparenting.com. You can find my books at celiasbooks.com. I'm on, what am I on? I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn, although I'm not really good at checking LinkedIn too much. So don't go overboard with LinkedIn. I'm all over the place. You Google my name, I'm the first 6 pages. So you can find me. There are not too many Celia Kiblers out there, and you can find me. But go to dayofcalm.org. It is April 5th, and the countdown is really close. We're like almost there. So go to dayofcalm.org, pledge the day, tell us that, yes, you promised to be calm, share it out, get all your friends to pledge. Let's calm down this world. Can you imagine one day? Think about it. One day where everybody relaxes themselves, de-stresses, and thinks before they talk, react, and act. Wouldn't that be a wonderful day? I think it would be.
Yeah, I really think it should be like put on the calendar permanently.
Yes, and hopefully it will soon. hopefully everybody will have it on their calendar. And interestingly enough, April 5th, I think I mentioned that that's the day my dad died 2 years ago, and that's why I chose that day. But it also in the United States happens to be part of Child Abuse Awareness Month, which is also in April. So I thought that was such a great fit because, of course, there we go again with child abuse. Let's not, let's stop that. We're ruining our next generation. Wouldn't it be nice to create a next generation that doesn't have to recover from their childhood? How nice would that be?
Oh, yeah, it would be definitely nice. And we definitely got to get you back on again here on another time in the future because we love having you on. And it's I always learn something new from you every single time I have you on.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Definitely. And let's stay in touch. And I'll just wrap up the show and we can part our separate ways for the day.
Sounds good. And I also forgot to tell you, I have a podcast too, the Pumped Up Parenting podcast. Everything's Pumped Up Parenting. But thank you for having me, Jimmy. It was a pleasure.
And it's true. I literally had to find our website today because apparently, I don't know. I think maybe when I was switching tools, some of your information didn't come over. So then it is like, what was her website again? And so I just Googled you, and literally everything popped up, and it's like, man, if only if all my stuff showed up on the first page of everything. Like I show up a little bit, but then Richard Simmons had to come back in the picture, and it's like, he's gone, he's retired, and.
That's because I'm old, Jimmy. I've been literally on the internet since it began. People go, "Or how do you own the first 7 pages of your name on the internet?" And I'm like, well, because I've been there since it began, So there's a lot of history that I don't even want you guys to see. A lot of funny videos when I forgot to smile when I talk.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be considered the dark web of the internet?
Yeah, that's the dark web. That's the, oh my gosh, like the first video I ever made. Horrifying, but amusing, and laughter is the best medicine. So, and it's calming. You are allowed to laugh if you're a calm person and be goofy if you're a calm person.
Well, gee, now I can't be calm then. I mean, I can't laugh now.
No, you can. You can laugh, and you can be excitable, and you can have energy, and you can still be a calm person.
Well, hopefully. So I'll see you in a few minutes, and thanks.
We are audiostack.ai.
Combining AI writing, the best synthetic voices,
with production and delivery.
Be it ads, podcasts, or VOs for video.
Just like this ad.
How would you utilize AI audio? For free.
Go to audiostack.ai/contest.
Give us just a few details.
And you could replace this spot and be heard by millions.
See webpage for T's and C's. audiostack.ai/contest.
It's time for today's Lucky Land horoscope with Victoria Cash.
Life's gotten mundane, so shake up the daily routine and be adventurous with a trip to Lucky Land. You know what they say, your chance to win starts with a spin. So go to LuckyLandSlots.com to play over 100 social casino-style games for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Get lucky today at LuckyLandSlots.com.
Available to players in the U.S., excluding Washington and Michigan. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply.